In this video, I introduce Bert bidirectional encoder representations from transformers. Bidirectional encoder representations from transformers is a natural language processing model. We first pre-train the Bert model on a large unlabeled dataset with unsupervised learning. Then for each specific task, we fine-tune the pre-trained Bert model on a labeled dataset with supervised learning. The parameters of the pre-trained Bert model is used as initial parameters for fine-tuning. Each downstream task has a separate fine-tuned model. Bert is pre-trained by using two unsupervised tasks. One is a masked language model, one is a next sentence prediction. To use the information from two sides to predict the output, we randomly mark the tokens in the input sequence. And then we pre-train the model to predict the conditional probability of the masked token through self-attention. In next sentence prediction, the input includes a masked sentence A and a masked sentence B. We unify the two sentences into one sequence that is separated by a special separator. Then we pre-train the model to predict the probability of masked sentence B as the next sentence. The Bert model uses the encoder of a transformer as a language model that maps the input with the randomly masked tokens into token representation. And then the softmax function uses that representations as an input to predict the conditional probability of the masked tokens in vocabulary. For each specific task, we add one output layer on top of the pre-trained Bert model. We fine-tune the pre-trained Bert model and train the output layer from scratch on a labeled dataset with supervised learning. For a sentence classification problem, the input includes two sentences. We unify the two sentences into one sequence that is separated by a special separator. We fine-tune the Bert model to predict the probability of the second sentence as the next sentence. For a question answering problem, the input includes a question and a paragraph. We know the answer is a sequence inside the paragraph by introducing a start and end vectors. We predict the words in vocabulary as the start of the answer spans and predict the probability of each word in paragraph as the end of the answer span. Start end span with the maximum score is used as the prediction. For more details, please check with this reference. Thank you. Bye.